Hi, this is Cindy with Craft Your Dreams, and I had a request from someone to do a tutorial on how to do these micro minis out of this 6x6 paper pad. I'm going to be losing everything everywhere. You'll probably hear dogs today. My husband's at home. It's Saturday, so you'll probably hear TV and him. It's raining outside. You'll hear that. But anyway, I'll try to do this. So I have this old paper pad. It's a 6x6. I think it just came from Hobby Lobby or somewhere like that. I don't know. Michael's. I don't know where it came from. But it had all different kinds of basic papers in it, and it has this cute little border at the tear off. And so I decided to utilize that little tear off and the hole and make these cute micro minis. And they measure well, with the plastic, they measure about 6 1/4 by, with the laminate, I mean, by about 3 1/4. So they're long and narrow. I'll just show you that I made the cover and some inserts. Made a little dashboard out of some stickers and laminated it. They have little pockets. Some of them have little pockets. I thought I might use this one for like vacation journaling. They have two. Let's see if I can take these out. They have 2 elastics. Like little traveler's notebooks. And then I just jumped these to get 4 inserts into there. I haven't created any paper, and I'll just cut paper to size and put paper in them. Put this cute little elastic band on. Added some bling. Made these cute little paper clips that were in it. It's ready to go. Here's the blue one. Some of you guys will recognize some of this out of the Happy Planner sticker books. This one's got a little Levitt dashboard. Just another paper clip. And there's my mistake. Put that one on upside down. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Little pockets. Some watercolor insert right there that I just cut and sewed down the middle, or you could staple it and just put it all in. Attach some cute stuff to it. Turned out really cute. They're kind of thin. They're not real thick because this is really paper and not cardstock. It's not the heavy cardstock. So what I've chosen to teach you guys with is the orange papers. I've got an orange little band. These come from somebody off of YouTube. I can't think who, that I watched, used some of these elastics and gave a link to Amazon. And they come in a big old package, real cheap. Have them on hand for anything. And then I picked some, I think these come from Dollar Tree. I don't know. Okay. Since I have pockets inside the inserts. I'm going to make a clear little dashboard. Let's put something on the dashboard. I'll just make it right here. So I'm going to put a sticker or something there. Let's see, what will I use? What will I use? Here's a cute little and then maybe let's put this. Then I saw a word that said happy or something. That'd be okay. Let's use the happy. That'll be fine. If I don't like it, we'll just not use it. I'm going to stick that in the laminator. I have the laminator off to the side, so I'm just going to go ahead and run it through now. It's running through and it didn't scrunch up, thank goodness. The little dashboard I need to cut to 5.5 by 2 3/4. It's still coming out of the laminator. I'm going to take my good cutter and cut this real quick. When you cut it, just be sure not to, no, that's not gonna work. I'm going to cut it by hand. Just be sure not to cut the, I don't know how I got, whatever that stringy stuff is. Just be sure not to cut the little seal. You want to cut far enough that you're not cutting the seal. Normally I would use a rotary cutter in my quilting measure thing, but I'm not in the same room with any of that while I'm filming. I'm just going to take this little corner rounder and just nip the corners. I wanted it to go this way, didn't I? And just fold it. me get these out of the way. Now, let me go get that elastic. Let me turn you off and go get that elastic, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got the elastic. Okay, so just to reiterate, we use the 6x6 notepad. We're using, it's not double-sided, so I used 2 sheets, exactly like the word. Didn't cut it or anything, just ran it through the laminator and cut out the edge. We will hole punch here, and we'll punch here and here for the strings. So let me get my big, massive chomper out, and let's cut the hole in the middle of that hole. I think I'll make a smaller hole. You know, I really didn't measure any of this stuff. I just guessed. You're gonna make 2 holes, one on either side of the fold. And down here, 2 holes, one on either side of the fold, just a tiny ways away from the end of the paper. So I'm really just gonna guess. I'm not even going to, I'm gonna look at it and just punch holes. But if you like them perfect, then you measure and mark and punch your hole, because mine are not straight. See how crooked they are? But I'm really not caring that much about that. You can also, what I did on these was I scored 3 lines. I scored one down the middle and one on the side and one on this side, which I failed to do on this one. But it makes it more, it's easier to get the inserts and stuff in if it has more score lines. If it was folded better. Let me see if I can just get my scoreboard up here. Get that out of the way. So if that's my middle, I would just skip 1/8 and kind of score down that other. And I don't know if we can do this with plastic or not, but I'm going to try without tearing it. Okay. So there you can kind of see I've got another fold line. Now folding this may be a little more difficult now that it's not warm and I didn't have the crease in it. I hope I'm not out of frame here and you're seeing this, because I cannot tell unless I stand up and look. It is so dark outside. I just wanted it to be pretty to do this so the sun would come in that window right there. But no. So I hope I have enough light that you're seeing this. So there it is. Now you can use, this is just 3mm laminate. You can use 5mm. It'll be stronger. You could, if you wanted it a lot sturdier, glue your 2 sheets of paper onto cardstock, cut it out, then run it through the laminator. It'd be a lot more sturdy. But it's not bad. They're holding up just fine. I think they'll be just fine. So now, going to run an elastic. Now we didn't put anything in here because we're going to use this to close off the book. We're going to use this to close off the book. So we did not put a hole here like normally you would. I'm just using white the elastic. I buy this in bulk off of Amazon, but I know you can get it at Walmart and Hobby Lobby and Michael's in things like this and it comes in different colors and it's a lot finer, which probably would work better for a smaller one, because this one, you can see the difference. Look how big this one is. This is for a nice leather, you know, pleather or whatever book. There's a big difference in the diameter. But I didn't want purple or blue. Didn't have any orange, so we're going with this one. So to do these elastics, you're going to measure down the length once. You're going to measure down each time you have a set of holes. So I have 2 holes, so I want to measure down twice, about 1, 2, and then I'm going halfway up again, and then I'm cutting. And that is how we will thread this. This is the inside, this is the outside. I'm going to take this up. I'm going to grab it with this hand and hold on to it. Then I'm going to take this up and grab it, and then it's going to look like that. Then I'm going to take it down into the bottom, pull it, and then I'm going to take it back up. So you have 2 loops on the outside. You have 1 string here, and now you're going to have another one. I don't like to tie it exactly in the middle. I don't like that everything being a big bump in the middle, so I tie it a little up a little. It doesn't matter. But tie it, you want it fairly tight, not too tight, but not too loose, and you just have to do this to figure it out. Make a square knot, right over left, left over right, that type of thing, so it stays. I have a hard time doing this. Oop, too tight. Right over left, left over right. Tie it tight. And cut it off. I do not have a lighter in here, but you can burn the ends of these. You can singe them and it melts and you won't have any fraying and it'll look nice and neat. Now then, for this part, I'm going to take this little headband elastic. It's so cute, stretchy. I'm going to thread it through the hole, attempt to thread it through the hole. Pull real hard to get the knot to come through. You know, I didn't have any problem with those other books, getting those through. But now that I'm on video, of course, I have a harder time getting it through. Poke, poke, poke. Yep, you just work it through. I could have tried to untie it and retie it, but no. Not me. Don't do anything the easy way. Let's do everything the hard way. That was so hard to get through. That is not going nowhere. I'm not worried that you could tie it again if you wanted to. I'm not worried. That is so tight. And then it's just going to hold the book just like that. It will twist here and there because they're not, just like that. And I should have laminated that one more time, probably, so it would be adhered really well. I didn't. But there's that. And now I want to glue this cute little thing on here. This little owl button, I got my elastics laid flat just like I wanted them, and over that hole, I am going to put glue. A daub of glue. A bunch of strings. Okay. I set her on there a little sideways. Just like that. And that is basically the folder part. Now, I did cut out, while I was doing something, the little dashboard. And the dashboard is 5.5 by 2 3/4. That's just, and you might want to laminate that twice. This was just a piece of laminating paper. I put some stickers in it. It's nice to put between the, when you go to write something, if you have something stiffer to put in between the pages, behind the pages. And you can make them cute. This one's not so cute, but you can make it cute. But just for sake of time, that's what I'm doing to that. Okay. Now, we did not cut anything off of this paper. We just laminated it and then cut the elastic out. So this is the 6 by 6 sheet of paper. Totally, we did not do anything but laminate it. Now, for the inserts, I also laminated them because I'm using the same paper and it's just paper. It's not cardstock. I turned my cutting board upside down so it would be white so you guys could see, because the other side is green and lemons. But anyway, so I chose these pieces of paper for the inside. I cut this portion off. That's all I did. Cut that portion off. Then on the other end of the insert, it needs to be a little shorter to fit inside here. You don't want it the exact same size. When you get your inserts in, the papers will all be sticking out of there. So I cut this 6 by 5 6/8. It's 5 6/8 this way and it's 6 this way. Now it's going to be a little shorter than this when we fold it because we have cut off this end. So these will fit nicely and come right to the edge and not stick out. So again, it's 6 by 5 6/8 that way. And I just took the whole stack for the covers and cut them. So which one do we want to be our first? Let's have the flower be our first one, I guess. And it really doesn't matter why I'm even asking about that. I don't know. Let's do the flowers. And these sheets that I'm going to use to make pockets out of, I did the same thing. I just cut the tear off, this portion that's the tear off. Cut it off. Now then, I'll just take this one and make a pocket. And that should be exactly the same width across, and it is. And I'm just going to cut this directly in half. I'm going to make a half pocket. I'll show you. I'm going to cut the sheet just in half. I'm going to take it off here, cut it in half. So if it's 6, I need it 3 inches. And let's see if it's 6 for sure. It's 6, so I want 3 inches. All right, 3 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take glue and glue here. But first, I'm going to take my little round punch. I'm going to fold this in half so I can see the half mark. Like that, so I can kind of see. And you can measure to find the centers on all that. I am not that. No, that's not me. The least amount of work that I have to do that's what I do. I made a half circle on both of those. Now, I actually should have folded it this direction, but we will now. And if you pre-fold these, it makes it much easier out of the laminator. So fold this in half. And I'm not going to back these. You could back these if you could use double-sided paper, whatever. I'm doing them like this. The white's going to be the portion that's going to be up there. I'm just not going to care that much. And then I'm going to run some glue. Is this even work? I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, not even a whole lot, because the laminator is going to keep these in. I'm just making it stick just a little. I'm going to run some down that center. My husband asked me, who am I talking to? I'm talking to whoever's going to watch. He keeps going in and out. He's at the smoker today. It's raining. There's not a lot that we can do around here. But watch our chickens hatch. We have chickens hatching. I have a video out watching a chicken hatch. Go watch that. I can't wait to see all of them hatch. I keep going in there. I was up until I can't even tell you what time last night watching those chickens. It takes them forever to come out of an eggshell. Forever. Forever and ever and ever. Okay. Hopefully you get yours on a little straighter than I did mine. But for the purposes of this video, this is it. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it folded. I'm going around my corners. And all of the corners. This will make it so much easier for the elastics to stay in place. So that's one. And we will laminate them all at one time here in just a minute. So the next one. Maybe the one at the back, I'll put another pocket just like that, because that will be easy. Just put another pocket because I have this piece of paper and I want to use it. I'm going to fold it backwards because it's going to be going the opposite direction. Just folding directly in half. I like to be able to grab and see I like these little half cutouts. So I'm doing it again. I have this tape from Amazon, and man, it sticks really, really well. This one's just about out, I think. Once you get it there, it's not coming up. Repositioning is not an option. Hope you get it right the first time. Okay, so we'll use that one. It's the last one. We won't put them directly together. Okay, let's do something different. On this one, let's fold in half. And let's take this and let's see. It's long. Let's cut a tiny bit off of it. I'm cutting 2/8 off of that. I think I am. That makes it, does it make it the same size? Oops. Yes, it makes it the same size now. So now, Let's make a diagonal. Let's make a diagonal. I'm going to cut from here to the center. I'm going to fold it. I'm going to make a cut from here to here. I can try with this little. This one's so dull that I don't know. Where is the line? Oh no, guess what I did? I cut at the wrong end. So now I have to cut some off of this. This is fantastic. It happens. What can I say? Let's see if that made it any better. I'm just guessing. A little bit more. So what you wanted to do is make sure you had it going the right way and cut it the right direction. Which, yeah, I did not. But we'll make this work. That will work. You don't want to come all the way. You want to make a little bit of space in between here, the center, so this will actually fold over. But that'll work. That'll be fine. Okay. Now I'm going to put the right sides together and cut one to match it. Or sort of cut one to match it. Let's see. I'd have to do it that way, so I'll just. So I'm going to go from about right there to the center. I'm really just guessing. It's going to be too long, so let's cut it off to the right length. Enough. That one will go there. And this one will go here. I hope you're seeing this and you're in frame. So that's how we'll glue those down. But the only place that we're going to glue is here and here. Here and here. So you can stick stuff inside. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of glue. Detach that. Come on. Detach that down. I'm not putting a lot because I'm going to laminate this. I just need it to stay while it's going through the laminator. That's all I need it for. So I'm not wasting a lot of glue and just, or tape or whatever you want to call that. There we go. They're not quite even, but they'll have something in between it. Who knows? Me. That's it. Now then, I'm going to round the corners, all of them. And that's that one. On to the next one. Let's do a tall pocket and a short pocket. What do we want for the inside? This is dot, so let's do this one for the inside and forget this one. Let's see. Will that be 4? Yes, that'll be 4. We'll just forget that one. So let's do this in half. And let's cut it right down the center. And I'm going to have that one be my tall one, so I need to cut a tiny bit off. Let's make a mark. Where's my pen when I need a pen? I've got all kinds of pens over here. I didn't want that kind, no. That one's a pencil. This will work. I'm going to make a mark right there where I cut that off. Where I need to cut that off. I totally cut that crooked. I'm trying to do this from an angle. This is not easy. Okay, that worked close enough. That's going to be that back pocket, and we're going to take this. Eyeball that. Glue that down. Not the top, just the enough to keep it stuck while we laminate. And then I'm going to cut this one in half. A little less than half. I don't want it to be exactly half. I want it to be, I don't want it to come right into the center. It'll be hard to fold. And I have a little space in between there. That's what you want, so it'll fold over well. And I'm going to take this again. Okay. Don't throw the scraps away. It'll be good for something one day. I don't know where you keep them if you're like me. It's every single inch of everything's taken up with planner stuff and crafts. Because I can't just go down one rabbit hole. I have got to go down many. All right. So now we have our 4 inserts. Now, if these were cardstock, I would not laminate these, but they are not cardstock. And that's gonna bug me. Yeah, I gotta do something about that. Can't have that sticking out. All right. Oh, we need to all 4 corners. So that's what we have. Now, do we want to put any stickers on these? Let's see. Let's do this. And I'm just kind of decorating this quickly just for purposes of showing you how to do the video. I haven't planned any of this. These can be so much cuter, but Owl World. So what are we going to have in Owl World? I don't know what to have in Owl World. Let's have that cute little thing in Owl World. I don't know. One of these I want to have this cute banner going across. Because it's so cute. Let's do that. And there's a cute little butterfly. Her standing on the line. And she's going to say, hello. A few more butterflies. This one says happy. I like that. Which one looks happy now? I don't know which one looks happy. They all look pretty happy. Okay, that's all I'm doing for now with that, so we can get this, I don't know. Need some other stuff, and I didn't pull out a bunch of stuff to be able to decorate. I should put this down with that owl. Let's see. I don't know. This little owl with a hat's cute. I'll put her on the stump. There's Owl World. I really hate that last one. Let's see if we can do something else. I just don't even know. With this limited stickers that I pulled out. I do not know. Let's put another banner thing, because why not? I wonder if these can be pulled off at all. No. Not repositionable at all. Find a flower or something. Do something with this hideous looking thing. That and this one. Stick a butterfly or something. I don't know. That's what we're doing. So now we have all of these done, and we're going to run them through the laminator, and I'll be right back to do that. Okay. I am just going to run all of these through the laminator. I'm opening them up, putting in the laminating sheet. I can never get it open. These are so hard for me to open. I'm going to run this one back through because I want it to be thicker. I'm just going to run it through the laminator. And I've already done these and just cut them out. I'm gonna round the corners off on them. This is, this one's so pathetic. That looks terrible. I should have really thought out what I was going to decorate these with. And I didn't. I just sat down here with nothing and tried to make something up as we go. Now I'm going to round those corners in the inside as well, all four, so the elastics fall in there nice. This saves a lot of pull and wear on your elastics. You take your bone folder. I only knew where mine was. It fell on the floor somewhere, I guess, with all that paper. There it is. You take a bone folder and really crease these down. Makes it much better. The next step will be to cut our pockets out. I got it all stuck up in there. All right, I'm just going to cut this out with scissors for sake of time and all that. So literally just cutting this out. I'm gonna go around the corners like that. All right, that's much better, much thicker. I like that. Okay, one more, cut it out. Remember, when you're cutting these out, normally I would take my ruler and I would measure, and all of them would be the exact same distance from the edge of the paper. But just for sake of this video getting very, 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 very long, I am and I won't do all of these pockets on camera, but you have to be very careful while doing this with your little knife thingy. You don't want to go all the way through, and it's just paper. It's not even cardstock. So you're going to run this knife in that bead, and if you're not careful, you'll cut into the paper also. You have to have a little bit of pressure, but not too much. Let's hope I can do it. I think I cut outside that pocket. I'm going to run that through the laminator again. Let's see if it'll work. To close it back off. Perfect. Okay, where are those little... That doesn't fit in there very well. Oh, here they are. I cut out some owl little images for just to use to decorate with. It works. Let's open it right up. Let's hope it opens it right up. Just like that. Now we have pockets in that one. And I need to let me show you one of these. It needs to be run through the laminator or something. Let me show you this one. So on this one, you want to go to, not all the way to the edge, just the top portion. Then you got to go around this portion. Just like that. And there's a pocket. There, and it's open. Now things can be stuck in there. Let me cut some more of these out. Just like that. Put stickers in here. Like that. Okay. And like I said, you can cut any kind of paper to fill, to make inserts, to go into these lined, this is watercolor paper. You just cut it the same way we did the inserts, but a tiny bit smaller. These paper inserts should be 5.5 by 5 3/4. And you can either sew down the center, or you can just take your stapler. These are small enough that you can take your stapler and just staple them. Staple once, staple twice. Fold them over, make sure everything's cut, round your edges if you want it rounded, and you hold it in there with your string. Now then, what is left? Oh, let's make I need 2 more strings, jump strings I need them 1, 2, and a little bit more. Because I've got 2 strings and 4 inserts, I need some strings, some jump strings. I don't know what these are called. That's what I call them. I have no idea what they're called. And they just need to be tight enough to hold these in. That's probably gonna work. So I'm actually just going to loop them over like this and tie a knot in them. And then you can get a lighter and melt the ends. There's one. And they won't fray and they'll stay nicer. But I don't have a lighter in here because I'm just not all that prepared, evidently. Okay, how'd we say we were gonna do this? This ugly one up front, I want it in the back now. It's so ugly. Okay. I don't know. Let's do this one and this one. So I've got 4 that I need to put on one string. So I'm going to take 2 of them, put their backs and the fronts together, and stick this string in there. And then when I have them back together again, this is one, this is another one. Then I'm going to take this and put it through one elastic, just like that. Now those are hooked. Now then we'll take this one and this one. Put the elastic in. Put it in the back string. And I don't want that elastic right up in the middle. So I'm going to maneuver it until I can get it around the toward the back. Well, I'm not doing such a good job at that. Okay. That elastic has become huge. All right, that's coming out. There you go. Tying another knot in that. It's not tight enough, so I'm tying another knot in it. I think I am anyway. Tied another knot in it. Let's try this again. Have a day. Much better, tighter. Okay. Now we can take our inserts and they can go in the middle. Like so. And I think I'm going to use this as a dashboard maybe, and put some useful things like sticky notes. In there. Here's our little dashboard thing. Let's make a paper clip out of this. Just going to get a paper clip, some hot glue, hot glue down. I want the paper clip to clip, so this longer portion, which is this single, is going to go here. I'm just going to stick that little decorative thing right there. Normally I would use E6000 and let it set overnight. So that is a really good idea, so it stays really good and strong and doesn't pop off. Hot glue sometimes pops off. Get the little strings out. And so now we can, where did that little dashboard go? Oh, there it is. Clip the dashboard on. And we could use, where are those little stickers at? Let's get a laminating sheet. And make a couple of more. I'm actually wasting a lot of laminating sheet, aren't I? That one's cute, and this one flying is really cute. Let's just try that for now. Yep, I'm gonna waste a whole laminating sheet for two little things. Now then, I'm going to attach my little cute pom-poms onto that little string. Uh-oh. Fix my pom-pom. Okay. I did not get my pom-pom hooked properly. And I'm trying to do this without jewelry tools, which is almost impossible. Okay, I'll stop the video and fix this. Hush. Okay, now get this done. Dog's growling. So we have 2 pom-poms on there. Now, you can fussy cut these out. I'm probably not doing that on camera. There's one. And there's 2. I'm going to take these little scraps that we had. 2 little scraps. Do I have a different one? Yeah, there's one that's different. Take 2 clips. Tanzala. And stick that paper over the back of that. That may just help keep it on a little. It's supposed to be flying. Yeah, big old dot of glue come off of that. I know my glue gun's the worst. So dirty. How about an upside down L? That was good. Okay, we're going to use him as a side clip. Yeah, that was nice. So we'll pretend like he's marking some pages here. He's going to be flying out that way. This one's going to, oh, I don't have the pocket opened yet. Let's find one that has a pocket opened. Got something in there. Let's put him up, yeah. Yeah, we'll put him on the inside. So there we have it. That's how you do it. Fill it up, right in it, and you're all done. Just throw him out. Cannot believe I did that. I probably should put those stickers in another spot. But we have some stickers nonetheless. Keep them right there. And that's it. All finished. Alright, thanks you guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Leave comments if you want me to do something, if you want me to teach you how to do these pom-poms. I also have a different way of making a cute little shaker charm. Let me see if I can find it. Little shaker charm. These are my the notebooks I made to fit the Michaels $2 inserts. Made just the same way, just a different size. Here's a shaker charm. See you guys later.